Now, this might be brain rot, but might not be brain rot for you all. This is my recommendation. It's my turn! So this is a 20-minute video. This is how my childhood tomboy friend started acting like a bishoujo girl to make me fall for her. This is my recommendation. And then about 5 minutes in, you will see why I wanted to watch this with you all. This is from the One Hand Raven, One Hand Heaven. You will understand why he's called the One Hand Heaven. Because clearly he's recording with only one hand. Watch.
After 6 months, 4 days, 17 hours, and billions upon billions of our liquidy babies being flushed down the bathroom, I have finally found the perfect tomboy romance manga for everyone. Now, if you're not into tomboys, don't worry, because this girl can also go into her normal girl form.
Hot! Wood tap! Wood tap! Wood tap! Ah! Wood tap. Thank you very much.
Yes, that's right.
That's
She's
right.
a shape-shifting alien. No.
No, it's not shape-shifting, bros. It's called makeup, okay? It's just makeup. Come on, guys.
Shape-shifting alien. No, I'm kidding, because the only thing that's shape-shifting is me. Because I start growing a third leg whenever she appears on screen. Wakaba-chan wants to make it clear. Is a manga about a guy and his tomboy childhood friend who he never sees as a girl. Until one day she decides to properly dress up and do her hair like a normal girl. And that's when our protagonist starts folding like an omelet.
You see why I like this guy? Fucking folding like an omelet, man.
It's a rom-com that is definitely going into the just fucking fuck.
Wait, what? Just fucking fuck already? This? Whoa, that is so mad. I wanna let you guys know that this one... They already did! I think. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, moving forward.
Already list, which will most definitely not be changing into Jennifer.
Who the fuck is Jennifer?
And you know the girl is goated when I even had to insert myself into the title of this video.
I'm my tomboy childhood. Shit.
Because...
Cut.
It should have been me! Not him!
We start with our...
Us! No! Yes, it's the Welcome to Japan Elf-san. Yes, exactly. Wow, Ninja, man of culture. Did he actually do it then? I really can't remember. I need to go back to it.
protagonist, standing in front of a school attracting others' attention, since he has a different uniform than them. All the war flashbacks and traumas start pouring back into him as he sees girls surrounding the area. Our boy has never felt more fear in his life as he starts trembling and shaking like never before. Then a person came running behind and called him Daiki-kun as she gave him a full 5-fingered slap that could be heard all the way to heaven.
That slut be like... Oh my god!
Our boy damn near puked out his double cheeseburger from 4 days ago. He turns to her and tells her to contain herself and calls her Wakaba. She apologizes and tells him to head to their destination and lets him know that the loser will treat the winner again. She predicts that she'll most likely win again. They got to the football field, and a goal has already been made by Wakaba. Turns out she's a part of the Blue Lock project and absolutely cooked our boy with ease.
She's part of Blue Lock! Wait, hey, different enemy! Wait, hold it! Hello?
Daiki explains that Wakaba is his childhood friend, who has always been a tomboyish troublemaker, and she feels more like a little brother
What
rather
is
than
Blue
a girl.
Lock pending? Blue Lock is basically the print of tennis. Sports anime, but it's soccer. Like Haikyuu or Kurono Basket, whereby the people in there low-key superhuman, like what the fuck?
Girl. She's also full of herself as she starts laughing at our boy's generational performance. Daiki treated Wakaba to a meal, and he realized that he'll have to pursue a life of crime since his wallet is dead empty for this entire month. He tells Wakaba that this is pretty much broad daylight robbery, so next time they'll have to play something he's good at. But as he looks at her, she disappeared. He spots her standing in front of a store, so he tells her that there'll be no more eating since he's about to be begging on the streets if they were to spend even a tiny butt hair of money. Wakaba lets him know that she's not trying to eat anything, she's just looking at clothes. Daiki asks if she's interested in them.
Better be. I mean, look at those mama milkers. That's some big hunka. That is some mommy milkers that everyone wants to have fluffy pillow fight with. Yes.
Then he realized that she's at an age where she'd like to get some nice clothes, so he encourages her to try them on. Wakaba was hesitant at first, but our boy lets her know that it might fit her like a charm, so she tells him that she knows, because after all she got a pretty face.
Own it, girl. Own it.
The problem is, Will he be able to handle it? Or will he go crazy and start ejaculating all over the place like a
I'm gonna use that face. I'm gonna go crazy and start ejaculating all over the place, like a fountain.
fire hose after seeing her as a girl? However, like a Chad, our boy said he wouldn't even pop a boner and continues mewing.
He continues mewing. Fucking Chad. I don't care. I ain't gonna pop no boner. Starts mewing.
In the end, Wakaba said she'll put it on when they meet on Sunday since she wants to see the giant shark zombie movie. Sunday came and so will our boy, because just as
What the fuck is this information? Sunday came and so will our boy. Oh boy, You see why? You see why I love this shit?
he's thinking about how Wakaba would be wearing something crazy, she arrived, and this time she is actually a hot girl. Now personally, if I'm Daiki, I'd just ask her out instantly. Daiki starts getting stiff, both his upper body and specifically his lower one.
From his upper body, specifically his lower nether regions. I'm dying. Oh god.
Since she's an absolute banger to be able to go with her tomboy style and a normal girl style. He lets her know she seems like a different person, and she said, of course, and thinks to herself that all this took her 2 hours to get ready.
Yeah, normally it does take that long. Yeah.
After leaking his pre-game juice that day, he could never see Wakaba the same. Daiki is having breakfast as Wakaba is spamming his doorbell infinitely, letting him know they'll be late. He peeps through the door, and she tells him to quickly get ready. Otherwise, they'll have to do parkour
Massive USDD.
and run on top of roofs again to get to school. She's not down
Yeah,
for some
pre-game
7
juice. You heard it right. Pre-game juice.
a.m. parkour, so she rushes him. Daiki closed the door on her and he starts blushing since after his third leg rose, so did his third eye.
That's why his third leg rose and so did his fucking third eye. Wait, what is the third eye? What? Why? What is third eye? I don't get it. If someone can explain to me, it's a boy thing, Yui? Huh? I know third eye chakra on the forehead, but in this context, it's something different entirely, right? I don't get it.
He has now realized how lucky of a guy he is to have such a cute girl with him all the time. Other dudes would literally do anything for a girl like that. Specifically me. In the end, our boy calmed down
Wait, is it the enlightenment or the... Oh, it's a different third eye. Yeah, sorry. I don't have that problem, thank you.
and walked out. At school, Daiki is sweating because Wakaba wasn't lying when she said he'd be conscious of her when he sees her as a girl.
Uh-oh.
He gets his anime protagonist's brain blast moment and came to the conclusion
Wait, what is the trap over this long? It's like one of those makeovers. Is she getting love for my reaction? Nani?
that it was her plan all along to get super cute and laugh at his reactions. However, that's not it, because Wakaba isn't his enemy. He is the enemy of himself, since he was the one who told her to buy it. And if she wanted to do it to laugh at him, she'd be teasing him till death already. Now that doesn't sound like a bad death at all, if you ask me.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty nice, you know?
Daiki starts wondering if something happened at her school, where her friends might have started putting clothes and makeup on her, and she ends up getting influenced by them. Or maybe it's a boy. Daiki starts getting pissed thinking about it, but realized that Wakaba isn't someone who'd change her style for some guy. At school, Wakaba's
Oh my god. MC has potential. MC not stupid.
friends calls to her, and as she turns around, she's actually in her girl form.
Wait,
Her friends
who are
ask
you?
if she's
Oh my
down to
God,
join them and some
ow.
senpais for a karaoke session, but Wakaba denies their invitation. They get bummed out since she barely joins them. She explains she got some serious business to attend, so she said maybe next time. Wakaba gets to the girls' bathroom and she slips into her superhero costume.
What?
She thinks that she could just go with her looks right
Superhero costume. Well, yeah, she has to handle a mean, big demon, which is MC, that is.
now, but in the morning he was acting strange, so it'd be pointless if she ends up scaring him off.
Wow.
She ties her hair back up and fully transforms back into her tomboy form.
Oh
She
my
meet-
gosh, she does this for him. That is so sweet. She downplays her look so that he could be comfortable around her. Wow. Normally it's the other way around. Holy shit. This is so sweet.
She ties her
Oh my
hair
God.
back up and fully transforms back into her tomboy form. She meets up with Daiki, and our boy calls her out for being late. She tells him she was giving him time to practice since he's hot booty cheeks. Our boy asks if she has anything else to do since she's just robbing him on the daily basis with these matches. She laughs and apologizes and kicks the ball. Daiki's mom walks up to him and asks him to check the home delivery box for her Amazon Prime package.
Huh?
Our boy got up, and as he walks out, he spots Wakaba. She asks if he's heading somewhere. Our boy lets
Oh, they're neighbors. You can tell that she's packing. Look at that. Packing some serious firepower.
her know he's about to get a package. After hearing this, Wakaba invites him to the convenience store since she's craving some fried chicken. They got in the elevator, and our boy lets her know that since she talks about chicken, he's now also craving them. She acknowledges this, but lets him know she's not treating him to any of that. Wakaba got out of the convenience store and apologizes to him for having to wait for her. As they're walking back to their apartment, Daiki thinks about how a lot has happened, and he's super nervous to talk to Wakaba. However, today he feels like he could talk to her like usual. He wonders if it's because he can't see her face. Meanwhile, Wakaba starts blushing since he's staring at her, and the other day he was all flustered like an anime character. He starts
I mean, are you literally not an enemy character right now, huh?
asking for her chicken, but there was no chance that'd happen. They got back to their room, and as Daiki is
I know the lingo behind that chicken.
saying goodbye to her, Wakaba stops him and asks him to wait in front for a bit. She closes the door, leaving our boy confused.
What?
But she got back out and hands him an ice cream for
Oh! I literally see blinding lights currently. Damn, son.
escorting her to the convenience store. Our boy took it, and she said goodnight to him. Daiki got back to his room, and suddenly he starts blushing since what she was wearing is super cute and it had him pitching his tent.
What did you say? One more time.
She was wearing is super cute and it had him pitching his tent. His mom wonders if he went on a road trip across the continent or to get her package because she could have adopted a kid in that time and had
She could have adopted a kid in that time. Jesus, calm down, man. Narrator goodness.
him do it instead. But oh wait, this guy didn't even bring back the package. Meanwhile, Wakaba is lying face down in her bed since she totally forgot she didn't have any makeup on. But that didn't matter because our boy still made his room white that night.
In our boy's defense, this manga is in black and white. So he brought back a package, alright, and unleashed it in his whole room.
At school, Wakaba's friends call her again and invites her to grab some drinks on their way home. But she declines them once again because she already has something planned. Her friend starts getting suspicious of her since she never hangs out with them after school. Her friend suggests that maybe she's just grinding to get some side cash. However, that still doesn't explain why she'd hide it. So her friend said maybe it's a job she likes to hide. Her friend starts sweating thinking Wakaba is a part of the Rent-A-Girlfriend Corporation.
Rent-A-Girlfriend. Hey guys, look, I heard that Rent-A-Girlfriend is having a new season. Who wants to watch it, huh? It's great.
However,
Trailblazer would love it.
her friend was thinking of something like a Walter White situation where she's doing illegal stuff, or maybe a hired assassin,
What?
or maybe she's a traitor and got herself a boyfriend. So in the end, they start conducting a spy operation to follow Wakaba.
Uh-oh.
Target has been spotted, and the three starts tracking her down like she's a major cocaine dealer.
What the fuck? This is not Breaking Bad. Jesus. Trailblazer is considered an insult to garbage can everywhere. You're absolutely right. Never watch that shit, people. Do you hear that Mission Impossible theme? Let's rewind.
Target has been spotted, and the three starts tracking her down like she's a major cocaine dealer.
Yep. Yep, I can hear it.
They see her standing on the street, and she receives a call. Suddenly, she starts getting real pissed on the phone.
Huh?
She sighs, and her three friends starts following her around. Wakaba went around doing random things like a normal girl, so her friend starts thinking that maybe it's really just nothing. But her friend suggests that she was fighting with her boyfriend over the phone just before. Then she enters a convenience store. She came out, and they see her holding more meat than an adult actress after filming
That's a lot. Wait, what did narrator Kun say again?
She came out and they see her holding more meat than an adult actress after filming a one-for-all party scene.
Nani? What the fuck are you saying? Someone stop this guy! God damn, bro!
They think that it's definitely a meal to binge after getting into a fight with her boyfriend.
Okay.
Her friend starts wondering why wouldn't she hang out with them, since it'll be much more fun. They plan on joining her and acts as if it's an accident because they wouldn't want to watch her stuff all those meat down her body alone.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a friend to eat so much meat as well, especially if they have good finger, I'll be worried.
But suddenly she starts running at full speed.
Nani?
Her friend gets
She just She just JoJo'd out of there. The secret technique.
shocked and starts chasing after her.
Why is that stupid? No need to. What is that? Sorry, I needed to catch my breath. I'm good now. Let's carry on.
They got to the bridge, and since Wakaba is built different and was taking off like Usain Bolt, they lost her. Her friend asks if they start searching for her next, but one of them said, nah, if she were to take any more steps, her knees would fall off like Lego pieces and she'd have a cardiac arrest right on the spot. She just wants to sit in a cold room with a cup of pumpkin spice latte.
Wow, very specific. Clearly, narrator Kun does know his Starbucks really well. Pumpkin spice latte, nice.
Her other friend agrees, so they start walking back with nothing in their hands other than failure and cardio. Wakaba is standing with Daiki, and she's mad at him since he's late. Our boy said nothing he can do about it, since he had remedial classes, and he's now too hungry to play football with her. But Wakaba came ready and hands him the bag of food she bought. She explains that she knew it was coming, so this time she thought she might as well treat him once in a while. Daiki's eyes widened after hearing this, and she asks if he does not want it. If so, she'll just eat it all by herself. After hearing this, our boy quickly tells her he'll eat it. Wakaba tells him to sit down and pats on the seat beside her. Daiki sits down beside her and realizes that it's all meat. Wakaba then said he likes meat, doesn't he?
Oh, my heart. Hello? Get you a waifu that can be a bro. He's big asset management, can henshin to different forms, and looks out for you through meat.
And our boy agrees. We get a flashback to little Daiki. Turns out he was never good with girls as a kid. So Wakaba would make herself more like a guy to hang out with him. At school, girls in her class would...
Wow, she did this since she was young. She's childhood friend material. Waifu childhood friend
scared of
material
bugs
now.
and scream like she's witnessing mass genocide. And then
Man, that's why I love this guy, man.
school girls in her class would get scared of bugs and scream like she's witnessing mass genocide. And the 9-year-old Wakaba would easily grab them with her bare hands. She meets up with little Daiki again and explains how her classmates made such a big deal over a little bug. Our boy explains that it's probably because girls are more scared of insects and bugs. After hearing this, Wakaba tells him that he's talking about her as if she's not a girl, to which Daiki agrees since most of her actions are proof that she got balls bigger than most guys. She starts blushing after hearing this, and as they grew older, nothing changed since Daiki still saw her as a boy, even at the age of 13. Then Wakaba hears a couple talking about heading to a cafe and stuff. So she invites Daiki to an arcade to do some bros stuff. She thinks that cafes and dates are cool and all, but to her it doesn't really matter, because as long as she can have fun with Daiki, she's fine with being seen as a guy in his eyes. She decided that
she's a true bro with booba.
being a boyish Wakaba is fine. At age 15, Daiki starts complaining to her about a friend of his who had gotten himself a girlfriend and based his entire personality off of her, just talking about her non-stop. Then he sighs. Since he also wants a girlfriend, Wakaba gets absolutely stunned.
Oh my god, he was dense. At least he has a character development arc.
And after hearing those words come out of his mouth, she gets confused since he told her that he's afraid of girls. So our boy explains to her that he is afraid of girls, but he also wants a girlfriend. This guy is really speaking facts here. Super relatable.
Super relatable, shut the fuck up. This four-eyed asshole. You stupid bitch. Kamina. I want a girlfriend, then talk to girls. No! Why? I'm scared. I guess that's relatable for you guys.
After hearing this, Wakaba gets pissed and wonders why wouldn't our boy tell her this a lot sooner. She went to buy her clothes, put on some makeup, and went to a hair salon. She had done a full makeover and is going to make Daiki fall for her.
Holy shit, that is expensive.
Going to make Daiki fall for her. And this all happened the night before she went out to a movie with Daiki. Meanwhile, Daiki was having a look at the undead shark zombie movie she was talking about. After seeing the trailer, he realizes that he'd rather watch paint dry than watch that diarrhea-blended movie. Then there's Wakaba, who's getting excited to meet up with Daiki in her usual girl form. Back to the present time as they're heading to school, Wakaba rushes Daiki like usual, and our boy suddenly apologizes to her and lets her know that he has something to do today. At a coffee shop, Wakaba and her friends are enjoying their drinks, and her friend explains how rare it is for her to join them. However, she thinks it isn't that rare. She was just a bit occupied earlier. Turns out Daiki told her that he had to do a retest because he had a massive brain fart during the test. Her friend tells her that when she's not around to hang out with them, Momo-chan would get all grumpy. Wakaba finds this cute, but Momo denies this allegation. Then her friend accidentally reveals that since Momo would get grumpy, they decided to follow her, thinking she got herself a boyfriend. Wakaba gets stunned after hearing that they were following her. She starts worrying, thinking she might have become friends with the feds. Then her friend asks if she's gotten herself a boyfriend without telling them. She explains that they were following her around, but since she was going supersonic mode on them, their hearts gave out, and it felt like they're about to have a heart attack if they kept running, so they stopped halfway. Wakaba is relieved to hear that they didn't find out about Daiki. She explains that she don't have a boyfriend, and she was just in a rush to meet up with her childhood friend. Her friends get shocked and asks if it's a guy. Wakaba tells them that he is a guy, so her friend starts questioning if he's a 6'3" Chad with a jawline that can cut through glass.
Well, the narration is not wrong. If you summarize it in brain rot, it is correct.
Wakaba quickly lets them know that he's nothing but a regular childhood friend, and she had never...
Nah, just a regular childhood friend. Never seen him in that way. Yeah, that's capping. Why are you capping? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
...seen him in that kind of way, but after hearing this from her, the author had to end up placing 15 caps on top of it.
What the fuck? Don't want this. A lot of cap right there. Holy shit.
Her friend gets bummed out that her childhood friend isn't a cool dude, but Wakaba sets her cup down and starts blushing and tells them that she never said he isn't cool. Their spirits came back up to an all-time high after hearing this and starts asking what's he like. Wakaba went on a roll and starts spitting every piece of information she knows about him like she's been interested in him ever since he was 5.
Now that's a red flag turning green.
Well, that is what happened. But to quickly summarize, she was simply just glazing him to be a 6'3" Thundercock Chad.
Guys, I think I found my new favorite channel to watch now.
Then she asks her friends why would they even need her childhood friend's information. They tell her to not be shy and asks how high would she rank him if he was in their school based on looks. Wakaba starts covering her face and wonders why would she rank him since he's just a childhood friend. But she tells them that she'd place him at 5th. Her friend gets real jealous.
5th? Well, what if that side-eye though? It's like, whoa, so serious.
And said she also wants a boyfriend. So Wakaba reminds them that he's not her boyfriend. They moved on from this topic and starts talking about other stuff like dogs and other things.
Bah.
As they wrapped up their hangout session, Wakaba and her other friends said goodbye to Momo and Akko, since they're heading different directions. Then we see Daiki as he's walking home after failing his retest. He walks past Momo and Akko. The two girls stopped for a second and wonders if that's Wakaba's childhood friend, since he's a tall dude with glasses.
Wait, 5th really thinks he's first? Wait, did I miss that entirely? Am I dumb? No, definitely first. Yeah, I get it.
The next day at Wakaba's school, her friend runs up to her early in the morning claiming they saw her childhood friend. Wakaba gets absolutely shocked, and they show her a picture. Wakaba takes a look at the picture, and it was a tall dude with glasses.
That's not him. Wait a second. What the fuck? Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait, that's him. That's the childhood friend in the background of him. Oh my god. She's gonna do this. Send me the photo and crop the fuck out of him. Yes.
After seeing this, Wakaba freaks out because that is most definitely not Daiki. However, if you look in a bit closer in the picture, you can see Daiki walking around as an NPC in the background.
You can.
Daiki walks to school, and he sees his friend with his head down. His name is Matsun, and his life is now a tragedy since his girlfriend broke up with him the other day. After hearing this, Daiki and his other friend popped open a bottle of wine and a bag of chips because it's time to celebrate. Daiki said, "What a shame since he was bragging like crazy." Then his other friend said, "It looks like she didn't renew her subscription after the 2-week free trial." Now that is just a straight-up violation. He starts getting mad and tells them to introduce him to some new girls. Daiki's friend, who looks like he hadn't slept in weeks since he was finishing up his dating sim games, attempts to bring him over to the realm of virtual girls.
Oh
However,
no, wait, what? This young lady really summers from virtual Oh no, he's watching a VTuber! Oh. Nice. That's what I am. Nice. Yes.
His friend isn't down to rub his
Never become that shit. Shh, touch. It's fine.
off to pixels. So he went for Daiki instead and asks him about his female childhood friend that he talked about. His friend asks him to introduce him to her.
Oh no.
Daiki starts sweating and explains to him that she's a crazy tomboy. However, his friend doesn't care about any of that at this time. She could have a rod twice the size of his, and he wouldn't bat an eye.
I'm sorry, what?
The guy is desperately begging to meet her. Daiki got home and he's out on his balcony thinking about his decision. He doubts that Wakaba would have any interest in him. She'll just start treating him like he's one of the guys. So he thinks that it should be fine for them to meet. He wonders what should he do when suddenly Wakaba jump scares him. He asks what is she doing here. So she explains that she heard the door open, so she popped out to see what's up. Daiki lets her know it's nothing important. And as he's about to tell her that one of his friends wants to meet her, he stops himself and realizes that if his friend were to get along well with Wakaba, she'll end up replacing him with his friend and it'll be over for him. So he saves himself by telling her that his friend wants him to set him up with one of her friends from school.
Nice!
Wakaba gets confused after hearing this.
Nice.
So our boy explains that his
changed
friend has recently broken up and he is in a slump. He tells her that his friend also said he'd be cool if they were to start out as friends. Wakaba smirks and asks if it's fine if it's her instead. Daiki gets shocked, and she said if it's just friends, then there's nothing wrong with it being her right. Our boy starts sweating, and he tries to come up with an excuse as to why it can't be her. He lets her know that she has to play football with him, so that means her after-school time is already booked. Wakaba is stunned to hear this, and she lets out a sigh of relief. Then she bursts out laughing over the fact that our boy is excited to be her practice dummy as she hits him with some Bachira dribbles and claps his cheeks left and right. Then she smiled and starts blushing.
I shit this too so much.
Wakaba starts thinking about her friends who would be interested in finding a boyfriend. There's not a lot of options. So she thinks that Akko would be the best choice, since she was talking about gals who is nice to otakus and stuff. And she once even invited her to find a few otaku around. She asks if it matters what happens to his friend after they meet. Daiki lets her know it's completely fine because his friend would even date a gorilla. Wakaba lets him know she'll ask her friend about it and said goodnight to him. A few days later, and Daiki asks Matsun how was it to hang out with his childhood friend's friend. Suddenly he grabs their hands and lets them know that after going out with Akko, he realized that friendship is the greatest relationship.
Hey yo, what the hell happened to him? Worst part is, if you were to, go back a bit, you would realize
He grabs their hands and
he jumped 3 steps and immediately went to hand-holding. That is kinda... Why are you...
he is no longer looking for a girlfriend. Damn, and I thought gals dating otakus only happens in mangas. But even in mangas, it's not a real thing.
No, Rika-kun, please. Oh, goodness. I mean, there's some of them in mangas and reality, too. Come on.
Now I am dead serious when I say this, but I need a girl like this so bad. She can fix me in every way possible.
Oh, my God. Hallelujah. Oh, yeah. Nice. By the way, what was one frame of being
It's so-
dead? What's the dead part? Let me see.
Now I am dead serious.
RIP One Head Haven, cause of that, diagnosed with I am single as fucking 2020 to 2024. Oh, he's still single, right? Yeah, and he's fucking dead. If y'all notice something, this is intro, tomboy, and then it ends with I need her. Yui cosplay as her? I mean, normal me would do. Normal version of me is enough. That is the intro tomboy. I need her. I am going to subscribe. One Hand Haven may not be pregnant, but he never fails to deliver. We're not getting a go with this one. Ooh! At this point, I'm not even watching this videos for the manga, but the person making it. That is absolutely true. Yes, specifically me have me dying. I think I wanna check him out more, cause Okay, don't get distracted. Okay. Ta-da! Hello, Yui here. Thank you for enjoying my stuffies. If this video has brightened up your day or put a smile on your face, do consider to do the logarithm stuffies. That means liking, subscribing, and commenting in this YouTube video. If you wish to show me more love, do check out my Patreon. Every single support in there goes to making more content in this channel and paying my editor, Zaki, who's definitely not living in my basement. In turn, you'll get early previews, behind the scenes stuffies, but most importantly, cosplay culture, which I know a lot of you are into. I also stream Mondays to Thursdays in Twitch, 11 PM EDT. So come over and check me out sometime.